Conversations is brought to you by Arkansas Early Learning, offering no-cost childcare in Jonesboro and Northeast Arkansas. Applications at arearlylearning.org.
Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning to everyone out there, and welcome to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. Today is Tuesday, and thank goodness the rain has stopped, but the sun has come on back out again. But we're going to make it through. We're going to be all right. So I'm your host for today, Quabila Harden, and I have a room full of very special guests here with me today. So I hope you all have your notepads and pens ready to take some notes, all of you who have little children and who are interested in some home-based learning. So we have representatives here from HIPPY Arkansas. They are actually out of the Kid Spot Center here in Jonesboro. What's the address to that?
It's 1801 Grant Avenue.
All right, so after the show or during the show, if you have any questions or comments, you can feel free to give us a call at 870-277-1080. But I'm going to go around the room and let each person introduce themselves. We have a Facebook shout out though. Good morning, Ms. Lachey Robinson, for checking in with us. So, and we also streaming live on Facebook, anyone who wants to leave a message. So we're going to go around the table and let you all introduce yourself and tell what role you play with the center.
Hi, I am Cynthia Jeffrey.
Right.
I am the HIPPY Director at Kid Spot here in Jonesboro. We also have a location in the Walnut Ridge area, and we service Lake City as well.
Okay. So 3 cities.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Dinah Marshall,
Good morning.
and I am a home-based educator with the HIPPY program.
All right. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Vicki O'Connor, and I'm also a home-based educator with our HIPPY Kid Spot program.
Yay!
Alrighty, so I want to start out by asking each of you, what made you decide to get into this? We'll get into the information that about HIPPY, but just so people can have a connection with you, what made you decide to get into this line of work?
Well, this is actually my purpose.
Okay.
It's my gift. I did this for over 24 years.
Oh, wow.
Yes, this is my 5th year with the HIPPY program. I was in the classroom.
Okay.
God chose to bring me out of the classroom and allowed me to be able to go into the homes. I wouldn't do any other thing, Kabila. I am the fingerprint of what God has me to do, and it is to go into homes and prepare parents for to get their children ready for kindergarten. For no parent wants to be a bad parent.
No.
So we want to let the parents know that you are your child's first teacher.
Yes. I need y'all around a little more. I wish I had have gravitated more toward the services that you all have to offer when I was raising my child, when he was younger, I put it like that. So I really hope that more and more parents would gravitate towards the services you have to offer and really see the benefits. And then we're going to definitely get into those benefits a little later on. But I do want you to tell your story. Go ahead, Ms. Diana.
Okay, well, actually, HIPPY was like a gift to me. I transitioned from the classroom. I love working with children, and I love kind of helping to set the morale for children. I think that it's so important at this age that we put as much goodness and wholesomeness and love into children, because at this age it shapes who they're going to be in life. I'm a firm believer of that. And they can look back. I remember when I was 4. I remember when I was 5. I remember what people said to me. So anyway, I just love children. So as a gift, HIPPY that's what it was for me. HIPPY was a gift, and I was able to just kind of make that transition from the classroom to working with the parents. Okay. And so now it's amazing to be able to just, in my own special way, you have to know me to understand how, it's like I said, it's a gift to be able to talk to people and say a hard thing to them, or something that they wouldn't readily embrace, to be able to say that to them. Well, one of the things I love about is just being able to say, well, instead of saying, no, don't do that, you may be able to change that and be like, well, okay, I can see how you can think that, but let's try it this way. You know, and when you talk to parents like that, like, oh, well, I guess I've never thought to say it like that. You know, yeah, yes, right. Confirm, correct, and complete. So, when you think about those things, and being able to just help the parents look at helping their children in a different way.
Okay.
What you're doing is not wrong. We're just trying to help you in evaluate or embrace or help your children in a different way. And so that's so much fun to be able to help the parents in that way.
I'm gonna have to have y'all come back and do it when timeout is not enough type.
Oh my!
Miss Vicky.
I also came from the classroom, probably close to 15 years there. We all that's where we all got our start, and you really have to have a passion for the kids to do it, especially for that long.
Yes, ma'am.
And with Hippie, the more I learned about it and the impact that it had, the more I wanted to do it.
Okay.
And I mentioned it to Cynthia one day, and it took off from there.
Yeah,
She
it
took
literally.
me away.
I made it happen. Look, it's like we have to have her. Yeah.
So had the Hippie program like kind of, like I said, I've been out of the loop. Had it kind of died down for a minute, or not enough workers in the program, and you all rejuvenated, or has it always been going here in Arkansas?
Actually, it has always been going.
Okay.
Like I said, we service this area of Jonesboro, Walnut Ridge, and Lake City. I think that the issue was that it wasn't enough groups out there to represent each household.
Okay.
Like I said, Hippie has been in our area for a little over 20-something years.
Okay.
Our history goes back into 1969, I believe.
Yeah,
is when it started.
that's it. Yeah.
When
That
it
is
started
awesome.
in the state of Arkansas. We are accredited, which means that we are nationally known all over the United States.
That's right.
That
That's
is
right.
absolutely amazing.
Yes.
So are there other Hippie program under the name Hippie in other states besides Arkansas?
Absolutely.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Arkansas, I believe it's probably over 23 or more in the state of Arkansas, and they service their counties. It goes by counties.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm listening.
No, I will talk.
No, this is what y'all here for,
Yes,
to tell us
yes.
all about the program.
Let me tell you what HIPPY stands for.
Please do.
It stands for Home Instructions for Parents of Preschool Youngsters.
Oh.
And like I told you earlier, what we do and what it is we are the bridge. We are the bridge from home to kindergarten.
That's
and
right.
again, our parents are our first teachers.
That's right.
You don't necessarily have to be a parent. We work with aunts, we work with uncles, we work
right.
with brothers, we work with sisters.
Grandmas,
Grandparents.
grandparents.
So whoever's the caregiver of the child.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Or the caregiver. I'll just leave it at that.
Or the guardian.
Guardian.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yes.
the word. Thank y'all for helping me out.
You're good.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's talk about. I was reading through the pamphlet that the packet that you gave me,
Right.
and it said that you will serve each year over 5,700 parents. Like that is a lot.
Yes, that's it. Yes.
So each year, do you go through your numbers and say, okay, this is how many we serve, and then set a goal for a higher goal for the next year? And
Yes. Actually, we started out with 44 children. We now service 44 children, which is 44 families.
Okay.
And now we service 84 families.
That's amazing.
Yes, it is.
It has to be more than just the three of you going out doing all of these.
Well, we have a coordinator. Her name is Amy Ridinghouse.
Okay.
She's phenomenal. And then we have our awesome Gina Duda, which is the CEO of the company.
Okay.
Gina.
Yes, it is the three of us.
Oh my gosh.
We take per day. We see about maybe 7 to 8 families per day.
Okay.
Per day. Yeah. So we're humping.
Oh,
We're
yes,
humping.
ma'am.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so we have a couple more Facebook shout outs from Etoya Thompson Barnes. She just says, she says, yay, hippie. And shout out to Maddie Warren. And Keisha Hagan says, good morning, you ladies are amazing.
Yes.
Good morning, Keisha.
All right, so
Fullness support. Come fullness.
Yes, we love us some fullness of joy.
We want your children too.
right.
That's right.
That's right. And that's one thing I wanted to get into. I highlighted this one portion. It says, in HIPPY, we believe that a love of learning begins at home. And further, we believe that parents are the child's most important and influential teacher. Over the years, we have seen firsthand what happens when parents spend 15 to 20 minutes a day with their child teaching HIPPY curriculum activities. So let's get into how to get started. How does a parent get their child, I guess, registered or referred or enrolled?
They can contact us at KidSpot.
Okay.
The number is area code 817. I'm
870.
so sorry.
I got you, boo.
870.
There you go. There you go.
I'm just trying to hold on to
The number.
Go ahead.
The number is 870-974-9114. And you can reach Cynthia's extension is actually 124, and Vicky and I's extension is 129.
Alrighty, so we'll make sure to 124 and 129.
124 and 129.
Yeah.
Make sure to post that on our Facebook, and I'll make sure to post that for more information on our Instagram and social Facebook pages, so that people can reach out to you all.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a very beneficial program.
Oh,
my
it is.
goodness.
And it's free. Free. You
Okay.
know, we are all wanting something for free.
That's right.
But normally free has something to go with it. But no, this is actually a free program.
That's right.
And I would love to see more parents, like I said earlier, embrace what you have to offer, because you are trying to teach them how to interact with their child, how to get their child prepared for school. Because when they go to school, they're going to be more structured versus, being at home. But if you get them prepared earlier, they'll be more ready and they'll be able to embrace whatever the school has to offer.
Because as we know, between the ages of 6 weeks to 5, they're sponges.
Yep.
So everything that's taught to them, they process it, and it's there. And by the time that they go to school, they're able to regurgitate everything that they've learned. So yeah, we are excited about that.
And so I was looking through this, and it says it's a 30-week curriculum.
It is.
And so is this 30 consecutive weeks?
Yes, it is. You want to go to that one, Taylor?
Well, basically what we do is it's a 30-week curriculum, and so each week we spend approximately 45 minutes to an hour with the parents, and we'll go through the curriculum, make sure they understand it. So our role is to have a packet, because that's what they are. They're week 1, week 2, week 25, week 30. And so we go through the packets, and we'll actually do what we call role play, and we'll just make sure you understand. We'll make sure you don't have any questions. Make sure you get it. You got it good. Then get it, got it good. That's pretty good. And so from there, what happens is you will take the packet that we give you, and we've made sure you understand, and you actually spend the time with your child. So you'll do everything we did together. Me and Cynthia, we have so much fun doing role play. Sometimes too much fun. We'll see people coming at the office like, what are they in there doing? And then we practicing trying to make sure these parents got it together. And so in our role play, sometimes Cynthia play like she's the child and I'll be the adult. And so maybe it's something that you think,
but it's fun.
Oh goodness, you just never know. But we'll do role play, and Cynthia may be acting like the child, and I may say, what is this? And it may be an A, and Cynthia may say, that's an F. Okay, I see how you could think that's an F.
Right.
But have you considered that this is the letter A, or whichever letter I named as an example? I forgot already. But seriously, that's what we'll do. And so you do that role play. You make sure that the parent understands, and then the parent actually takes the packet and they do the packet with the child. We suggest that you spend, like we said, 10-15 minutes a night with your child doing each lesson.
And that depends. I want to piggyback on that. That depends on the child's attention span.
That's right.
If you have a child that is running in hyper, we say 5 minutes. 5 minutes. At least 5 minutes of bonding time with that child.
Okay. Now, can the parents stretch that out over the course of the day? Okay. If
Absolutely.
they know they have that more hyper child.
Yes, ma'am.
And I was going to piggyback onto that, because time of day is very important.
That's right.
too.
That's right.
You really don't want to do it like right after work or right after the school day, because the child is already burnt out.
Okay.
Let them have some downtime. Give them a little while, maybe just before bed. Give them a nice bath, have some dinner, and when they're calm and ready to be that sponge,
embrace it,
then you can do that and start it.
And it's not always about doing it at home. Some of the things in the packet are asking you about counting. what's the difference, what's alike and what's different. And so you're riding your child to school or to church or to Walmart, and you can see cars, and let's count the cars. That's learning, that's embracing hippie. Which car is blue, which car is red. It's opening your mind to so many different ways to teach your child. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's so much bigger than just the packet.
Right.
This is what it's like, the base. It's the foundation, but it opens your mind up to so many different ways to teach your child. It's not just in the packet. It's everywhere. It's this square picture on the wall. It's this rectangle. It's this square. It's this everything. Hippie is everything.
So helping them to recognize color, shapes, numbers in their environment to make it more real, so they can. Some children learn differently. Some people, some can just read off of the paper, but some people need to, like me.
Visual.
I'm kind of in between. I need to see, touch.
Yes, visual.
I'm always looking for patterns and information and, like I said, visual things versus just reading this on the paper. I'm gonna get sleepy.
Right. And everything is within your house. Each home that I walk into, I always tell parents, your home is a classroom.
That's right.
So we give them the tools and okay, that is a rectangle. That door is shaped like a rectangle. That window is a square. So it's just awareness that we bring.
That's right.
The day is full of teachable moments.
Yes,
And,
exactly.
we kind of point out and show you how to take advantage of that. Oh, look at that. That is a rectangle.
Okay.
Yes.
And recognize those moments.
I'm interested to hear. Okay, from day one, you meet a parent and a child, and then the week 30. Do you just kind of sit back and evaluate, and then also get the parent to give you an evaluation of how the lessons went and how their child maybe has grown and developed in that time frame?
Yes.
One of the ways that we're accountable as home-based educators is we collect something called pull pages. And so basically, I told you we'll come into the home, we'll make sure you understand the lesson, and you take the time and you do the lesson with the child. Okay, so then the next week we'll come back, we'll bring you lesson 2. Okay. We'll look at lesson 1 and we'll say, okay, how did this go? What happened? Did Sally understand this? Did Jesse get this? And as we're going through the packet and we're looking through what you've done, we collect something called a pull page. We just take one page and we take it back to our center and we file it. Well, at the end of the year, what you'll end up having is a timeline. This is where they won a portfolio. Yes, you'll see that this is where we were at week 1, and this is where we are at week 30. At week 1, they was just scribbling, but by week 30, they may be able to write their first name.
That is really wonderful.
Because those are some of the things that you're able to work with your children.
All right, we have a couple more Facebook shout outs.
Okay.
From Laura Stein Fish, Miss Cynthia, Miss Dinah, I guess, and hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Christy Conaway said, Dinah, that's right up my alley, so I'm getting some information. She said, Hippie is a fabulous program.
Oh, wow.
And Keisha said, this is great information. So we really thank you all for listening and tuning in and for joining the conversation. We would love to hear from parents whose children maybe have gone through the Hippie program. To give your feedback on, what
testimonies.
Yes. We always love to hear testimonies of parents that have gone through the program. Now, from the time that you all have been in, and I'm sure there's some children who have cycled out of your curriculum. Do you ever get to go back and just see the child again and visit and just kind of follow up on their progress?
What I personally do is if they 5 years old or older and they're in kindergarten, I usually go have lunch with them.
Okay.
I usually make an appearance. I talk to the teacher and build a rapport, and let them know that they once was a hippie child, and we just continue to follow that kid on all the way through their elementary school year.
One of the things that really, I guess, kind of motivated me is I had a parent to come back after her child went through kindergarten, and she said, well, Miss Dinah, they were doing some testing, and they were just kind of doing some evaluations, and my child was a level above. the rest of the children. And I thought, man, that's amazing. But this was a parent that took the program seriously. You know, she was there every week. You know, she created a portfolio herself.
Wow.
She kept up with the packets, and she even in the summertime, because we had gained 30 packets, she actually went through and redid some of the lessons with her child.
Right.
So she took the program very seriously, and her child really reaped the benefits of it.
That's wonderful. Now, we hear all the good stories now.
Oh, Lord.
Well, we're going to save this because we're about to get ready to go to break.
Okay.
So, we're going to save that one when we come back from break.
Okay.
I know that, you know, with the good, there comes the bad.
Yes,
There's going to be some parents who are not going to embrace the program.
That's
Who are not
right.
going to,
That's right.
I don't want to do this. I don't need nobody coming to my house.
Exactly.
You know, you have someone with that attitude. So.
Yes.
All right, so you've been tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. When we come back, we'll pick back up on this conversation and we'll discuss more of the benefits of the program for the parent and the child. So please do not go away. And we'll also give you information on how to get in touch with these lovely ladies. We'll just keep giving that over and over. But join us live on Facebook, or you can give us a call, 870-277-1080. And we'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Do you put your family first? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Putting our families first is easier said than done. Why? Because we get busy, we get distracted. Today, I'm going to share 3 ways to put your family first. Number 1, be intentional with your time. That means taking the time to have fun with your family, whether it's eating a meal together, taking a bike ride, or tossing the football. Number 2, be intentional with your words. Always look for new ways to affirm your spouse and encourage your kids. 3, be intentional with your eyes. We live in a culture that bombards us with distractions. So set aside your phone, turn off the TV, and really focus on your family. Remember, your family first.
Want to go deeper on this topic? Just go to markmerrill.com to download the Family First podcast.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com.
Hey, what's up, Jonesboro? This is Hezekiah Walker. I'm so blessed to be on the radio here at KLEK 102.5 FM. Join me for the Hezekiah Walker Show every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at 10 o'clock a.m. right after Community Conversations, and every Wednesday night right after your local church Bible study at 8 o'clock p.m. Jonesboro, join me, Hezekiah Walker, and give every praise to our God on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Hezekiah Walker. It's the Hezekiah Walker Show.
House of Details, located at 3217 Herb Street, Suite C, is a proud supporter of KLEK, offering detailing on any type of vehicle: waxing, clear coat protection, basic wash, hand wash, shampoo, interior cleaning, buffering, headlight restoration, pickup, delivery, and more. With a motto of, anything mean, we can clean. Details available via Quentin Bogard at 870-273-5187. House of Details on Facebook and houseofdetailsjonesboro.com.
From the KLEK community calendar, there will be a free community workout every Sunday and Tuesday starting at 6 o'clock p.m. at Allen Park, and every Thursday night also starting at 6 o'clock p.m. at Parker Park. More information is available via Arlesia Baker at 870-273-3437.
KLEK is starting a new fundraiser which will allow listeners to donate to KLEK while buying groceries. KLEK is a part of the Kroger Community Rewards fundraising program. When shoppers visit a participating Kroger and scan his or her Kroger Plus shoppers card, a portion of the savings goes back to KLEK to help keep it on the air. Details on how to sign up for the program are available at KrogerCommunityRewards.com and at KLEKFM.org. This is a KLEK fundraiser.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. The phone number to give us a call if you would like to chime in on this conversation. We're speaking with Mrs. Cynthia Jeffrey, Mrs. Dinah Washington.
Dinah Marshall. I'll be Dinah Washington, though.
Dinah Marshall.
Yes,
Oh, Lord.
Right.
Dinah Marshall, please forgive me. And Miss Vicki O'Connor. Oh my gosh, thank you, ladies. Okay, so we were talking earlier. I'm sorry, I didn't give the phone number 870-277-1080. We're also streaming live on Facebook. And before I get into my question that we're going to lead into after break, we have another Facebook comment. Dwayne Harden says, good morning. Good morning, Dwayne.
Good morning, Dwayne.
All right, then Miss Laura Stein Fish says, they are patient. We started last year and our family had so much chaos. It was hard to get it done. We are starting again this year.
Wow.
And they weren't judgmental over us not being able to get, they weren't judgmental over us for not being able to get it all together every week. Thank you, Miss Laura, for that testimony. Thank you. So that's one parent who truly appreciates the services that you have to offer.
Yes.
Now on the dark side, we don't want to give, tell too dark of a story, but there are parents who are just going to be reluctant. They're going to be, they're just not going to embrace. They're not going to be welcoming. So, have you had any families that just simply refuse? Maybe they've gone through 1 or 2 or 3 weeks, and then after that they're like, no more. Or have you had some you've kind of had to get stern with them about? You need to do these lessons with your child, or tell us what you can. That's
Yeah. In my case, I have had parents that says, no, Johnny doesn't need this. So what I do is I bring out my paperwork and we look at statistics. Okay, this is the benefit versus not him doing HIPPY versus not doing HIPPY. Yes, I do get firm when I go out to family visits and I have to come 3 or 4 times and you don't answer your door. When I can contact you on the phone, I get a little stern, but I always try to keep it sweet but stern. And I just want them to realize how important this is to their child's future. It's just not today or tomorrow. This is a lifelong thing. So yes. Go ahead, because I'll take over the show.
Well, I was going to say, it's not only their future, it's everybody's future. Because the children are our future.
Yes.
Okay, we need to start instilling how important education is in them now.
That's
so
right.
they can go to school.
That's right.
College may not be for everybody, but some education outside of high school, trade school, whatever the case. But they're going to be working adults at some point. So we need them to be well-rounded, educated, intellectual adults.
One of the things that I like to share with my parents is the simple fact that children need confidence. And confidence begins with parents. When the child goes to school and the teacher's asking questions and the child can say, they can recognize letters verbatim, that's an E, that's an F, that's a Z, when the child knows that my mommy taught me that, or I learned this at home with my mom, it gives the children an extra sense of encouragement and confidence. And when a child is confident, they can do anything. Whether it's good or bad. The not so good part about that is that it doesn't matter. It's both ways. If they're confident that they can be bad, or they could act out and throw tantrums, that's what they do. If they're confident in that, that's the act that they carry out. But if they're confident that they can do their work, if they're confident they understand what they're being taught, then that's the path that they take. So we have to embrace spending this time with our children, so that's what that's the expectation that we have of them, and that's what they'll act out. That's what they'll put forward.
And that's great because that's one of the benefits for
Yes,
children.
ma'am.
Children have better self-esteem,
Yes,
are more
ma'am.
self-disciplined,
Yes,
and have
ma'am.
higher aspirations for school. What you feed them will grow.
Yes.
So if you feed them positivity, positivity will grow. Like you said, children that act out, you know, if you keep telling them they're bad, they're going to say, okay, well, I'm not,
bad. That's right.
I'm mad, I can't do this and whatever. Do you talk to the parents about the way they speak to their children, the positive affirmations?
That is part of the tools that we drop off with them. It's not just hippie and the hippie work. We meet all needs in the family.
Okay.
We meet all needs. If there's parenting skills, we have parenting classes. You know, no parent, wants to be a bad parent.
No.
That's not their goal. I want to be a bad parent. So we supply the tools that they need to be a better parent.
Okay. All right. And another thing that's on the list where it says benefits for children, fewer children are placed in special education and remedial classes. I think a lot of our children get labeled so early on because they learn differently. But if the parents can start at home, learn their child's learning style, get more involved in school once they go to kindergarten and higher grades, that relationship can be built and services can be in place to help the child. Now, there are some children who just simply have learning disabilities that can't be helped. But there are a lot of children who are placed unnecessarily in classes that they don't need to be in.
One of the things that I always, it's almost I could write a book on it, is telling my parents that when we talk about being your child's first teacher, we're talking about you're doing a lesson, say you're going over a lesson with your child at home.
Okay.
And while you're doing this lesson, you notice that Sally's attention span won't allow her to sit 15 minutes. Or you notice that her attention span won't allow her to sit 10 minutes, you know, and then you start feedback with your teacher, and teacher says, well, you know, in circle time or in our group time today, Sally wasn't able to sit, you know, and we had to find something else for her to do. But then as a parent, because you spend time with your child, you know that, well, you can say, oh, well, while we were doing hippie at home, I noticed that Sally couldn't sit 10 minutes.
Okay.
So what I do is, now you have communication with the teacher. Now you know that they're not just, you know, telling a fib on Sally, or that, you know, Sally's incapable of learning. You both of the teacher and the parent both understand that this just isn't the way. This isn't the best way for Sally to learn. So now we can have an open communication on what we can do, because I've been teaching Sally at home. You've been teaching Sally at school. This is a bridge.
It's a team.
This is the whole bridge that we've been trying to build the whole time. So we're not against the education system. We're just trying to help. Like Cynthia said earlier, we just want to help build that bridge. We want you guys to be able to communicate and make Sally the best Sally can be.
We want to fill in the cracks.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
And I've had a talk with some other educators that work in higher education, you know, high school and beyond. And, you know, we talked about what we would love to see is the teachers kind of stop being so rigid and, you know, teach one way and get to learn each student and their learning style, and then incorporate those different styles throughout the day, throughout the lessons. Every child cannot sit still, read a book or read the board or take notes. Some people need to get up and move around or do something a little different. So I would love to see the teacher, and I sympathize with them because I know they don't get paid what they deserve.
Oh no.
But I would still love to see more teachers who are passionate about the teaching, and passionate about teaching kids, and passionate about the kids, you know, getting the most out of school. And I would love to see the teachers try to incorporate every child's learning style into their lesson plan to help every child be as successful as possible.
That's right.
I'm on the outside looking in, so I don't
Right.
I don't know what goes on.
And we are the true definition. Hippie is the true definition of no child left behind.
Okay.
There is not a child that we turn away. If the parent is willing and let us into their home for that 45 minutes to an hour, there is a way that each child can be taught.
I wish I really had have gotten more into, you know, I keep going back to I was a young parent, and I know you probably encounter a lot of young parents.
Yes.
Their mindset on parenting is way different than someone who's in their 20s, maybe 30s, that is parenting a toddler. So I'm sure you have to do some extra creative things to really reach these younger parents. So can we talk about what are some ways that you reach your more difficult parents?
You know what? And it's so funny. You know, we love money. We love gifts. We love giveaways. Okay. So we always throw that in there, you know, like, for instance, the first 10 parents that come and enroll their kid today, we have a giveaway.
Today?
Yeah, today.
Okay.
Today. And there are things that you need in your folder. I did say it was free, but there are a few things that we request from parents. We need the birth certificate. We need social security card. We need a physical. And we need proof of income. Okay? And that's not, we're not trying to get into your business. Well, that's not, excuse me?
Shot records.
Shot records.
Yes.
And we're not trying to get what they need our shot records or why do they need our proof of income. It's not that we're trying to get into your business. These are things that you will have to have once that child enters school.
Okay.
Immunization records are extremely important because the kids need to be vaccinated. So we do talk about that and the importance of why, the reason of that. Yes.
All right. Okay. Now
the ages that we serve are 3 to 5. However, there is an exception.
Okay.
We do serve 2-year-olds, but they need to be 3 by December the 31st.
Okay. Now, do you have you ever encountered a child, say there are 3, but they may have speech issues or some other issues? Do you then refer them to other services?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked that.
Okay.
At Kids Spot, we do have we have speech therapy, we have occupational therapy, we have physical therapy.
Okay, so it's kind of a one-stop shop.
Oh yes, one-stop shop.
Definitely a one-stop shop.
So once there's a test that we perform before our kids start out in HIPPY, and depending on those scores, we do a referral. That's what it's called, referral. So we referral, and everything is in-house. Like we said, it's a one-stop shop. We got you.
All right. All right, so we talked about all the benefits for the parent, for the child. Let's talk about the benefits for the parent, because as you were talking, I was thinking, if the parent spends more time with their child, the child is developing a relationship, a trusting and loving relationship with their parent. What are the benefits for the parent for interacting with their child and being their child's first teacher?
Well, I think that one of the benefits for the parent is that you know your child is learning. You know that your child is growing. You know that's one side of it. But then the other side of it is you get interaction with adults. Okay. One of the things we have to do is log in when we get to a parent's house and when we leave. And sometimes, most times, all the times, Cynthia will say, "Well, guys, don't log your time until you actually leave the home," because sometimes parents don't get to have adult conversations. They sometimes their day is filled with so many other things that they don't get an opportunity to just be able to talk to another adult. And so one of the benefits is being able to spend some time with another adult, being able to understand. We're very sympathetic, empathetic people, and we listen. And we may not always have advice to give, we may not always be able to fix it, but we're an ear. That's one of the benefits of our team. We're an ear. And we have what we call group meetings. And in our group meetings, it's parent time where parents can come together, and we always have some type of information, but we also have fun. I told you, me and Cynthia, we love to laugh, we love to just have fun, and so we have
extra.
So Ms. Vicky, how do you get along with these ladies?
I love these ladies.
And so
I am so excited to be working side by side with them this year. Like I said, we have been together for a very long time, so we know each other. We know each other's personalities. So it's going to be a great year.
Ms. Vicky not just walking in onto this.
Oh, no. We didn't scare her like that.
I know what I was getting into.
Now remember, she said that live. She knows what she's getting into. No,
I'm going to embrace my
That's right. Embrace all of us. But no, those are some of the benefits. And so we'll have group meetings, and at those group meetings, we always have giveaways. We're always looking for different things to do for the parents. Christmas Christmas time is big for us. Or,
Yes, it is.
excuse me, the what do we call it? Winter Wonderland.
Okay.
Yes. Please specify.
Yes, ma'am. Because we don't do
Christmas.
Yeah, we don't do
You know,
Christmas and
that's
Easter.
Because, and that's because the federal money that we receive.
That's right.
They don't want us to spend on religious activities.
That's right. That's
However,
right.
we make a way.
That's right.
We make a
So
way.
for our Winter Wonderland and the what do we call it? The
extravaganza.
Yes, right. We're always looking for ways to give things to the parents and just to help them grow and develop themselves.
And we involve them in
That's
that
right.
group meeting. We let them pick topics that they would like to talk
That's
about.
right. Okay.
Maybe
That's right.
there's things that they don't know that they would like to know as far as money management.
Okay.
How to be a better parent, how to deal with difficult behaviors. So it's just a list of things that they choose from, and we just pull from there and invite people out that has knowledge on these things.
That is really wonderful. Another thing I want to get into, benefits for parents, and I touched on a little bit about, it says parents are more likely to get involved in their children's schools, attend more conferences, and take a more active role in encouraging the child's learning. So everything is twofold. It's like the child is getting something out of this. The child is getting to know their parent. They're getting to learn. The parents getting to know their child, learn their child's learning style. And then as the child gets older and gets into higher education, they're getting more involved in the schools. That's one critique I hear from a lot of educators, just say junior high and above. Parents, not enough parents are involved. Right. Even on elementary level, not enough parents are involved. They don't know what's going on at the school, but as soon as they get a call, Susie's been acting up in class. They're ready to go to the school and storm and cuss, and they're ready to act up at the school. You don't know my child. That's not gonna go. Well, if you had been here, if you had to come to the conference, if you had to listen, if you had to look at the paperwork that I put in the backpack, or things of that nature. And I know not all. I'm not trying to put down, but I have seen parents that have acted real ugly. Not knowing the backstory of what really happened. So,
and of course, in this field, parents are always right. Like the store says, the customer is always right. So we don't act out with them. We between the three of us, there's a calm person in those situations. Okay. It's not always me. It's not always me. I have to pick up the phone and call for my girl. Can you deal with her? Can you deal with her? Yeah. But I don't act out. I don't. But I wanted to express that if there is a parent that wants their child to be in HIPPY, we don't turn you down. Okay. There is several ways that we can qualify you. Okay. So I do want all the parents that are listening and that are interested to know that just call us, contact us. Okay. And there are ways that we can definitely qualify you.
Today, you all need to get on down to Grant Street and go to Kid Spot and get your child registered.
1801 Grant Avenue, behind the Walmart.
Okay. Did she say the Walmart?
The Walmart.
Like there's not.
Yes. Environmental print. Walmart. You can't read that. It's called environmental print.
Is there like 3 other Walmarts?
No, it's 2. 2 big Walmarts.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So behind the Walmart.
I'm so tickled.
Oh my goodness, we're having too much fun. Oh my God. I want to go back. There's a page in this pamphlet that talks about getting involved. Now, we talked about the parent and child interaction. Let's talk about the community involvement. How can the community as a whole help parents and children really get the most out of this HIPPY program?
Want to do that one?
No, you got it.
We can get whatever services that you guys provide in the community. There is always work to be done with families.
That's right.
There is always something to be done. Whether it's a barber or a beautician, there's always kids that need haircuts.
Yeah, tell them about right before school started. You took hot dogs.
Oh yes. Yes. Right before school started, we were out painting the town HIPPY. And what I mean by painting out the town HIPPY, we passed out our flyers, stuck them on cars, on doors, ice machines, everywhere. They were just everywhere. And we stopped at a particular barbershop, you know, and went in, and he said, you know, we're having a big barbecue for the kids back to school. So if you can bring some hot dogs or hot dog buns or anything, you know, you're welcome. So Dinah wants me to let everybody know that we took hot dog buns out to the back to school bash. So yeah, we are very involved with the community. If they allow us to come in, we will definitely come in, and they are more than welcome to come into our home.
But the principle was that we were a face. Hippie was there, you know, not just about the hot dog buns, but they wanted us there, and so anytime there's a activity or event that's going on in the community and you want us to have information, we're always available. That was the point of the hot dog. It's not just hot dogs, but we were there, we were available, and so we want the community to know that Hippie we're here, we're available. You know, if you have an event you want us to be a part of, we'll come in.
All right, so we're going to get ready for another break. I'm really enjoying this conversation. But we have one more Facebook shout out, Brittany Nelson. My mom is a hippie coordinator in West Memphis. So thank you for sharing that. So we're going to get ready to go to break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up our information. Restate, make sure everybody has the address and phone number. So just stay tuned and do not go away after these messages. We'll be back.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. One of the worst times to deal with a financial issue is while coping with the emotional upheaval that comes with the passing of a loved one. Here's what to consider when planning a funeral. The casket can be the single most expensive item purchased for a funeral, with an average casket costing slightly more than $2,000 and continuing up the scale to as much as $10,000. The Federal Trade Commission's funeral rule requires that before showing you any caskets, the funeral director must provide a list of caskets the company sells with descriptions and prices included. Furthermore, the funeral home cannot refuse or charge you a handling fee for a casket you purchased somewhere else. You may want to consider a prearranged funeral plan where some or all the expenses are paid in advance. It is important that the family be informed if a pre-need funeral plan exists. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters, a product of American Urban Radio Networks.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization dedicated to uncompromising commitment to communities, service, leadership, empowerment. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
KLK 102.5 FM is giving away $102.50 to one lucky listener. That's right, KLEK is giving back to you, our faithful listeners, as thanks for your support. Did I mention that we're giving away $102.50? I bet you're wondering, how can I win the money? Well, I'll tell you. It's quite easy, actually. Just come to our live broadcast Saturday, September 9th from 3 o'clock p.m. to 5 o'clock p.m. We'll be broadcasting live from Mrs. Polly's Motivational Barbecue CAB on the corner of Nettleton Avenue and Caraway Road in Jonesboro. We also want to thank Mrs. Polly's for sponsoring our giveaway. Their motto is, we do it for you. And we're doing it for you, Jonesboro. We're giving away $102.50 Saturday, September 9th. You want the money? Don't meet us there. Beat us there.
Post Consumer Brands is seeking to hire 5 operators at their Jonesboro facility. Post offers good starting pay, 3 weeks of paid vacation, comprehensive benefits, 401k with employee match, and frontline incentives, while working 4 days on and 4 days off. More information is available at jobs.postconsumerbrands.com. Post Consumer Brands is an equal opportunity employer. Meineke of Jonesboro is now Starks Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center, offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. The all-new Starks Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Starks Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
Arkansas Early Learning is hiring for teachers, assistant teachers, program assistants, and assistant cooks. Positions are available for high school graduates and teachers with degrees. Positions are available in Jonesboro, Mark Tree, Truman, and Newport. Applications will be taken at the Geraldine Anderson Center, located at 1810 Latourette Drive in Jonesboro, on Thursday, August 24th, from 10 o'clock a.m. until 3 o'clock p.m.
Hello, I'm Officer Jonathan Higgins of the Jonesboro Police Department. One of the best decisions I ever made was to join the Jonesboro Police Department. Since joining, I've had the pleasure to give back, protect, and serve my community. Now I want to let you know about that same opportunity. The Jonesboro Police Department will conduct testing for the patrol officers at the Valley View High School. Applications are available online at jonesboropolice.com. The Jonesboro Police Department offers a competitive salary, health, and retirement benefits, top-of-the-line training, and most importantly, the chance to make a difference in the Jonesboro community. Join me in making Jonesboro a better place. The Jonesboro Police Department is an equal opportunity employer, and women and minorities are especially encouraged to apply. More information, 870-935-5657.
Applications are being accepted through September 7th, 2017. Applications are available at jonesboropolice.com.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
All right, welcome back to the last segment of Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I have really enjoyed this conversation. These ladies are going to have to come back again. There's just way too much information to try to squeeze into like an hour, 45 minutes worth of talk time. So without further ado, I'm going to let you all wrap up with some final tips, benefits, and then contact information.
Okay.
So whoever wants to go first.
Also with the contact information, again, we are located at 1801 Grant Avenue, behind the Walmart on Highland. Again, there are several services besides HIPPY that falls. We fall under the Arkansas Better Chance umbrella.
Okay.
And that's ABC, and we have several therapy, OT, PT, physical therapy, and speech therapy that we offer.
Okay.
We do have resources for parents that need bills paid, anything, food. We have, we have all that available.
Okay. But you must be active in the program.
You must be active. Yeah, you must be active.
All right. Ms. Dinah, any final tips or comments?
Well, just come on down and get your child signed up. We are definitely in this thing for your children.
Yes.
We're definitely in it for the long run. HIPPY, our program is going to benefit the family much longer than your child going to kindergarten. The things that you'll learn in this program will help you just have more confidence in your lifetime. You know, it just starts at this age. So again, we want you to be a part of this program. We want you to get your child signed up. We want you to be focused. We're excited. We want to have fun with you and your family. Get to know us personally so that you can learn, according to your personality, those kind of things. So come on out and just be a part of our program.
And Kabila, I do want to add that there are some parents that work all day and they really want to do this program, and it's like, but I don't have time. We do meet at lunch breaks.
Yeah.
We'll go to your job and meet at your lunch break. Wherever you're eating at for lunch, we'll meet you there. So
no excuses.
No excuses.
And it's free.
It's
completely
I think that's Miss Vicky's thing.
Yes,
It's free.
I can't
Well, then there's no excuse.
I mean, we provide you books, and the books that we get to
We
you.
provide
We didn't talk
everything.
about that.
Yeah, the books that you get.
Crayons, shapes, colors,
Glue,
provide all
scissors.
Yeah, glue, scissors.
Paper.
We provide everything you need, and what we don't provide for you, I'm sure you have in your house.
Yes.
Wow.
You would be surprised.
You'd be surprised.
Salt, flour, the texture things,
and
science.
The science projects they do every week. I forgot to talk about the science project.
So after the show, we're going to get y'all booked for another show. Because I definitely want you all to talk about, the behavior aspect and how you talk to your child. And, because there's a lot of controversy on parenting, discipline and spanking and other things. So we won't get into that today.
Conscious discipline.
Yes. Conscious discipline.
Conscious of the way you discipline.
So we're definitely going to have you all to come back and talk about some of those, and then also get more into what the lessons entail. Of course, we don't want to give away every single thing in the lesson. We want people to sign up, but we want to give them a little, sneak preview of what they can expect.
What I can tell you is it's 5 domains that we focus on. It's literacy, math, science, alphabet, which is our language, and motor skills.
Okay, wow, that is interesting.
Yes.
We can talk about that. All right, so Ms. Vicky, any final thoughts, tips, comment, anything?
Just, we want to see you and your child successful. We want to see them succeed.
Right. Yes,
and
I just want you to get closer to the mic.
We want to see you and your child succeed. We want to see you be successful as a parent, and we want to see your child be successful in their education.
Okay. And now, I know in this day and age, there's a lot of technology. Kids are like literally glued to a screen of some kind, phone, tablet, something, or the TV. And some parents, again, are, like you said, are so tired, they just go turn the TV on and go. Kids now eat in front of the TV or eat in their bedrooms. Nobody eats at a table anymore and talks. So do you try to encourage your parents, turn TV off, let's do some more hands-on?
Quiet time. Make your learning conducive to your environment. Yes, we do.
Okay. So we can't thank you all enough for coming and sharing this information. Like, I truly enjoyed it. I feel like, not that I want to have any more children, but I want to go out and help round up.
Where you go for it. In your neighborhood, children in your neighborhood, in the grocery store, I was like, oh, he's cute. How old is he?
Have you heard about Hippy?
Yes. We'll plug Hippy in.
I might have to get some little postcards and little cards from you so I can whip out some.
Yes, we brought some flyers.
Girl, I like your hair. Have you heard about Hippy?
Oh my God. Now, one thing I did want to state that was in the packet, set high expectations.
Yes.
Parents, I mean, like you said, you are your child's first teacher. Set those expectations and make daily, weekly, monthly goals and try to reach them. I think the child will get more excited about learning if the parent, they see their parent excited about learning.
Make it a habit.
Yes.
Okay.
And make it visible.
Yeah. Okay.
Make it visible. Make it, they can look and see, oh, okay, today we're going to work on the letter E.
Okay.
And then by Friday, we know how to write the letter E. So, set small goals for children.
And don't get discouraged. When you don't get discouraged. Remember that repetition during this age is key. And so if you try a goal today and they don't succeed at it, try again tomorrow. Just remember that whatever you put in them, it will come back up.
Yes. Okay.
So if you continue to plant positive things in them, even if you can't see it in the very beginning, know that it's going to come back up. So don't get discouraged. Please don't get discouraged. Keep going. Keep working with them. Keep planting positive seeds, and you'll have a positive result.
That's right.
And be creative. I've seen a lot of things placed to music. Kids love music. You get them up and dancing and teach them a catchy lyric.
Gross motor. Gross motor. Throw on the music and dance.
How many songs have we made up?
Every day. Every day is a song. Like, where did we get that from? But it works.
Get the rap out to Run Spot Run.
Lord. Spot is one of our books. Yes, where's Spot?
All right, so thank you for tuning in. Everybody have a great day.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily